Okay, so this time I'm saying hello to you from the Flow co-working space in Tromsø, northern Norway. I absolutely love the country. The countryside is beautiful and they're very welcoming people, and they always take in someone who is willing to pay for a week's time in their co-working space, so I'm working in here now. So today I'm going to talk about the ads and about possibility of getting inspired by someone's ad. So what happens is that a lot of the times creatives and advertising thinks that everything is original. Far from it. Execs steal ideas not only from people who we work for, but from other advertisers. So before there was I Want My MTV ad, there was I Want My Maple ad.
I want my maple.
I want my MTV.
I want my MTV.
And they're exactly the same. Before John West fisherman fought bear for tuna, the student in Japan fought a lion for food as well. So, in the spirit of advertising, we're gonna just talk a little bit about what ideas could you actually take from someone and develop it, let's say, with my help.
みんな可愛くないですか？物まねすごいですね。決めてよかったな。可愛い。
もしもし、美香ちゃん。あ、真ん中。ここだよ。おはよう。よかった。間に合って。ねえ、辞書持ってる。今日なんや。
おはようございます。それでは授業を始めます。1年間講義を担当します小林です。
桜井先生だったらさ、セクハラじゃなくない？
たとえ胸触られてもセクハラじゃない。
わかる。
ご注文決まりですか？
可愛い子が多くてびっくりしてるんでしょ。
どの子がタイプ？あら、何が気に入らないの？
痛いじゃないですか。ねえ、私のどこが良かったの？
声かな。声。
ああ、私サッカーとか見に行かないから。
え？
また声枯れちゃうよ。
The stadium Husky Girls. So I live in Limerick, Irish home of rugby, I believe, by my opinion anyway. So the ad was aimed at women and for promotion of that stadium and people actually going to the matches. So the main character who moved just moved to Tokyo, he was overwhelmed by the beauty of a local woman. And then he realized that all of them have men-like voices. So just change the country and the team and this would work everywhere. And Husky Girls was developed at a Tokyo advertising agency Dentsu, and you will hear this name a lot through this video. It won several awards in 2005, including Gold Asia Pacific Advertising Festival, a Silver Lion at Cannes International Advertising Festival, and a Crest International Advertising Award. But seriously, who's going to take this idea first?
課長のフォームって妙にコンパクトですよね。
だなあ。なんでだろう。
ああ、いった。
Matsudaira, a real estate agency, and there's no advertising, there's no name of the ad because a translation from Japanese, etc. So it was again developed by Dentsu, just this time by West Japan Osaka agency, and it was created for promotion of the Matsudaira real estate agency, and of course did it with the bang. Now, as a new wave of development coming in the Western world, there is no reason not to be inspired by this idea because it's brilliant. So the idea is that CEO cannot afford a bigger space everybody thinks he cannot afford a bigger space, because when he plays golf, he practices at home and he cannot do it because his apartment is way too small. So it was aired in January 2003, and of course it picked awards and picked silver in Cannes International Advertising Festival. And what I like about this ad the most is that actually it leaves a little bit of the gaps for the viewer to fill, therefore increasing engagement and developing attachment to the ad. Because at the beginning you don't know exactly what it means, and then at the end is actually, oh, that's clear.
ついに16時間を超えました。
瞬きをしない世界記録まであと7時間です。
世界中がこのアジアの女性に注目しています。
ついに世界記録へのカウントダウンです。
その形には美味しいわけが隠されている。
So the third ad is Mori Naga and Co. Care du Chocolat, Non-Blinking Woman. So campaign run in 2008 and was created again by Denso. Demographics: married woman in their late 30s. In this ad, a woman was about to reach a non-blinking world record. Everybody in Japan watched her, everybody in the world watched her, and the ad was developed to fit the product as affordable luxury between the household tasks. So, what you call it? Oh, and it was done in Olympics Games fashion. And do you know what? That was 2008 and there was Olympic Games at the time. So that the context of this ad is that Japan is a highly collectivist society. So saving face is extremely important. So if the chocolate is stopping them, or interfering for what they want to do, is better be worth it. And where this ad would fit, or the idea of this ad would fit, is for any newcomer a luxury food brand, because it uses, for example, in this instance, the public hype about public event. It straight away pushes up the it straight away pushes the worth of the product as well. So from mid segment product, it can actually go a little bit higher, and there is always a next Olympic Games to share. Like this time, I remember watching on the telly, like they're trying to control the way you advertise yourself, but as you see in this ad, you understand that's Olympics, and you would really understand that's Olympics when it was Olympics at the time. But they did not mention that, because unfortunately, if you're not sponsored, you cannot say that you're tied to the event. So now the ad number 4 is Toyota's Human Touch. So winner of Cannes 2006 Silver Lion Films campaign, humanity used people inside a car to counter the fact that most manufacturing nowadays is done by machines. On the other hand, humans portrayed inanimate objects for dramatic effect before. You know, we've seen it in music videos, Sugar Babies I think, and then we've seen it, actually I'm gonna have to look up which one came out first, and then in theater, etc. So for the ad to evoke a correct image, to correct a message, it will need to be done in a collectivist society, because if you go to a society which is what you call it, fakely politically correct, it might backfire. People start to protect someone which they don't really need to, just because they feel like they have to be Mr. Right. However, the same method would give otherwise dehumanized service a product back to human touch. I actually dare Tesco or Argos to use it for their self-serving lines. So now ad number 5 is second home security, the big test. Now this one is a bit different for the typical ad in this category, let's say in Ireland, because in our part of the world, if we have security company ad, it would be scaring the living crap of you, because it's just the way they understand. And if we're talking about smaller agency, they will show their bands, they would show their building, and they would show their owner, who is usually not an actor. So in this Japanese version, the main character was given a choice to commit a crime. Like the entire world literally stopped for a second, like in, I don't know, in some science fiction movie. But he did not do the crime, he did not walk into the house. So the entire tagline of the video was, "But many want." So this could be used in a number of occasions. It could be used in charity, like you give to charity but many want. Or in some crazy way, like you wouldn't cheat with your boss wife, but many won't. But no, but what it does, it actually makes a personal communication with the viewer, so that's just spot on. And also numerous studies have been shown that if you're talking about something negative in a negative fashion, it does not gonna give you as good results if you try to find a positive angle about it. Because you can talk about same thing in a positive or negative light, positive negative reinforcement, Pavlov's dogs and stuff. So the sharing a belief for a good in society, especially for a company like security company, it's something that has to be learned by a lot in the future, because this is it's usually you wouldn't think that the security company would do that. Like that's what they do. They think that people will break into someone's house, but no, they don't. They just found that they many won't, but you who is watching this ad, I know you will not do it. You would not break into someone's house. So for the conclusion, I would like to say that which ideas to steal is not my business. You have to understand that originality of ideas sometimes it is actually mistaken, because due to globalization we're watching the same movies, listening to same music, reading same books, and the purpose of this particular content was to show that some ideas are just too good not to be used. And of course you shouldn't copy it blindly, because you know it's a bad form. But when you're someone like me who's want to learn from the best how to do things, learning by mimicking is one of the ways how to do it. And to sum up the entire thing, I would like to use China motor industry example, how we were replying to the claims that they copy the designs of the popular car brands, and he said that, look, at the beginning Italians were copying the English, then Koreans and Japanese were copying the Italians and English, and all of them developed their own unique styles in the end. So we're doing the same, we're a very new industry, and to be honest, it's extremely good answer. And it's same for young creative media agency as well. So before we would develop our own style, the only way for us to do is to learn how it's done by the best. And I just look to that to wrap it up. But if you want to do something, if let's say you like something like I already talked about, or if you would like to find out what other ads I watched, you know, leave a comment below. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, like of course the video, that would be very appreciated, and share it, because only then we could exchange information. That's what the internet is about. Thank you, see you again, bye.